I'm not aware when it gets in. So join again. Keep on joining whenever it gets disconnected. So today we are going to revise a new chapter, which is the chapter heat. Already we are done with the acid, bases and salts. We are done with the physical and chemical changes. Then we are done with the electric current and its effect. Then we are done with the respiration. So many chapters we are done with the revision part. Now we'll be starting with the next one, which is the heat. Now, when we talk about the heat, it is basically a form of energy, right? So it is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. So heat is a form of energy, and different forms of heats are there. It can be like measured with the help of the different instrument also. Like if I talk about the appliances, in the geyser, in the iron. So different form of heat is there. Whereas when I talk about the heat which is produced by the gas stove, it has a different kind of the heat. So different forms of heats are available. Now when we talk about the hot or cold, they also, like hot is also a kind of a heat where we can talk about. So in our day-to-day life, we come across a number of objects. Some of them are hot and some of them are cold. So we know very well, like if we are cooking the food and we are keeping it, then it becomes cold. And if we are making it right now on the gas stove, it will be hot. Tea is hot and ice is cold. We know very well that tea is hot and ice is cold. Usually we identify them by touching. So when we touch the object, we will be able to find that whether it is hot or whether it is cold. But we cannot always rely on our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold. Sometimes it may deceive us. So actually, I don't know, like at your place, what kind of climate it is. It is like maybe a kind of, the moderate climate, but in our side it is too cold. So if we touch any very hot object, also we feel like it is not so hot. So that is called as a deceive. Deceive means cheating on us. So some of the object we are not able to identify that with the help of the touch that it is really hot or it is cold. So it can deceive us. It can cheat us. Then how do we find how hot an object really is? So how we will be getting to know that how hot the object is? A reliable measure to check the hotness of an object is a temperature. So if we want to know that how hot the object is, then we have to check the temperature of an object. The more the temperature, the more hot object is. The lesser the temperature, the lesser hot it is, or it become cold. So they are the different way to measure the temperature. Temperature is measured by a device called as thermometer. So what we will be doing, if we want to find out the temperature of our body, we will be using a thermometer. So for the body, maybe for maybe a kind of chemical, maybe so different kinds of things. If we want to measure, that we have to use a device called as the thermometer. So different kinds of thermometer and digital thermometer. So these are the four different thermometers which are available in the different fields. Like if I talk about digital thermometer, we are using it right now. Like present at our homes, we will have digital thermometer to check the hotness or how like we are suffering from the fever or not. Starting with the clinical thermometer, the thermometer that measure our body temperature is called as clinical thermometer. I think you might have seen this in the earlier days, like maybe when you were small, or maybe your parents they might have seen it long back. So during that time, the thermometer of our body temperature was measured by using this thermometer. But the problem with this thermometer is like, uh, it is made up of the glass. So since it is made up of the glass, chances of getting it break down, it's very high. Then it has a mercury here. So you can see in the picture at the one end of the thermometer, there is a mercury. Now what happened? This mercury, it comes down at very soon time. Like for example, now if I have kept this thermometer under my armpit. So what happened? The thermometer, this mercury level will go up according to the heatness of my body. But as soon as I remove the thermometer from my armpits, what happened? Immediately, this mercury level goes down. So that is why, with the help of this clinical thermometer, we will not be finding out the accurate temperature of the body. And that's the reason we are not using it nowadays. So a clinical thermometer consists of long, narrow, uniform glass tube. It has a bulb in one end which contains a mercury. Outside the bulb, a shining thread of mercury can be seen. We can also see a scale on the thermometer. The scale we use in is Celsius scale indicated by the degree Celsius. So this scale which is present on the thermometer is the degree Celsius scale. King prevents mercury level from falling on its own. So here, what do they have? They have a kink. You can see here. They have a bend. So this bend is known as kink. So with the help of this, what happened? The mercury will not fall its own. The clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of the human body only. So with the help of this clinical thermometer, what we can do? We can just measure the temperature of the human body. The temperature of the human body does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. So our body temperature will be somewhere like 36, 37 degrees Celsius, not lesser than 35, not more than 42. That is the reason that this thermometer has a range from 45 to it has a degree Celsius. Now, why it has only this range? It has only this range because our temperature is between this category only. That is why it has the 35 to 42 degrees Celsius range only. Now, how to use a clinical thermometer? Wash the thermometer, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Hold it firmly and give it a few jerks. So you have to give it few jerks. The jerk will bring the mercury level down. So as soon as you jerk it, the level of the mercury will come down. Ensure that it falls below 35 degrees Celsius. So you have to make sure that the level of mercury should come below 35 degrees Celsius. Now place the bulb of the thermometer under your tongue. After 1 minute, take the thermometer out and note the reading, and that will be the temperature of your body. So as soon as you take out that thermometer from your tongue, so you will be able to see the exact temperature of your body. The temperature should always be stated with unit. So whenever we are writing the temperature, we should always write with the unit. So normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Now, what precautions we have to take? Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Ensure that before use, the mercury level should be below 35 degrees Celsius. Then read the thermometer, keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight, and handle the thermometer with care. If it hits against some hard object, it can break. So if it is getting hit by something, then it will can break. Don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. So we should not hold it from the bulb side. So this is about the clinical thermometer. Now coming to the next one is the laboratory thermometer. It will have a range from minus degree Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. And this is basically used in the laboratories only to measure the temperature with high accuracy. So this is called as the laboratory thermometer. What precautions we should take in addition to the precautions needed while reading a clinical thermometer, the laboratory thermometer? It now, apart from whatever clinical thermometer precautions we are taking, we should always make sure that the laboratory thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted. The bulb should not be surrounded from all the side by the substance by which the temperature should be measured, and bulb should not touch the surface of the container. So if we are measuring any chemical or any kind of solution and all, we should make sure the thermometer should not touch this bottom surface of the container. It should be somewhere in the center only. Third type of thermometer, maximum and minimum thermometer, which is used to identify the temperature of the weather. Like whatever the weather is, we will be able to identify with the help of the minimum and maximum thermometer. So maximum and minimum temperature of the previous days reported in weather reports are measured by this thermometer. So with the help of this thermometer, they will be measuring it. Then the next type of thermometer is digital thermometer, which is like nowadays we are using it. It will just have a button on it. We have to just press it, and after pressing, we have to keep it whatever the place where we want to identify the temperature, and the reading will be coming here. So there is a lot of concern over the use of mercury in the thermometer, because mercury, why it is concerned? Because it is toxic in nature and is very difficult to dispose of. So digital thermometer do not use mercury. So in this digital thermometer, the cells will be used rather than using the mercury. So that's about the different types of the thermometer. Now coming to the next one, transfer of heat. So three ways are there how the transfer of heat takes place: conduction, convection, and the radiation. Conduction, basically the process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. In solids, generally the heat is transferred by the process of conduction. So what happens? So if the objects are hot here, what do? They move to the colder area. Especially in the case of the solid, it happens. Then conductors, the materials which allow the heat to pass through them easily, they are called as a conductor. Example, the aluminum, iron, copper. Then insulator, which do not allow the heat to pass through, they are the poor, basically plastic, wood, and rubber. Then the next one, convection, the transfer of heat by the movement of fluid, which is the liquid or the gas, between the areas of different temperature. So you can see, like if the gas stove is here, the flame will be going like this, right? So what happened? This part will become so heat. Then as soon as it becomes heat, what do? They start moving to the colder area. The molecules of the water start moving to the colder area. And then when this part will become hotter, then they will start coming down. So they keep on moving like this: up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down. So because of this, the whole water gets hot up. The next one is a sea breeze and the land breeze. Sea breeze. So during the daytime, the land gets heated faster than the water. And because of that, the air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. The cooler air from the sea rushes in towards the land to take its place, and then the warm air from the land will move towards the sea to complete the cycle. So it's basically the warm air will be moving up, it goes to the up, and from there the cold wind will be coming to the water. From the water again the warm air will be moving up in the land. From the land that warm air will go up. So like this it keeps on moving. Then in the land breeze at the night time, it is exactly the reverse. The water cools down more slowly than the land. So it is opposite of that. So the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. And the last one is the radiation. Radiation is basically the transfer of heat which does not require any medium. Like we have the microwave. Microwave uses the radiation transfer of heat. So wherein any medium is not there directly, what is happening? The heat is getting connected to the material. Example, from the sun, heat comes to us by the radiation. A hot utensil kept away from the flame cools down. We get heat from the room heater. So we have the room heater. From that also the radiation works. Then kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winter. In summer, we prefer the light color clothes, and in winter, usually we wear the dark color clothes. Now, why it is so? The light color clothes reflects most of the heat falls on them. So, whatever the heat, whatever the sun heats will be coming on the light color clothes, what they will be doing? They will be reflecting it back. And because of which we feel cooler. Whereas dark surface, why we wear dark color in the winters? Because they will absorb more heat. Now, as soon as the more heat will be coming, it get absorbed because of the dark color, and we feel more hot. Woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. So wool is a poor conductor of heat. Air is trapped in between the wool fibers. This air prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surrounding. So as soon as the air get trapped inside the wool, what happen? It does not allow the heat to go out to the cold surrounding. And hence we feel warm. So that's about the chapter heat. Anything you want to ask? Any doubt, conduction, convection, or anything else? And children, like we are not going very deep into the chapter because since revision is going on, so one line I am not going to teach, right? Already this chapter we have learned in a very detailed manner during the class times and all. So that is why, because we have only I think 2 months, right? So within 2 months, I just want to complete one more time the whole syllabus so that when your exam comes, you can perform well during that time. And it's not like during the class time only you should ask your doubts and clarify your doubts and all. Anytime you can message me. I'll be definitely replying to your doubts because might be some of you have the exams in the maybe in the Feb and some of you have in the month of March. So anytime any doubt you have, just message me and clarify those doubts. All right. Okay. Yashwant and Varsha, turn on your video also. Now, children, I have uploaded the chapter PDF there with the name Heat Foundation. Level 1 question we will be starting. Varshit, what happened? Someone
Ma'am.
is there?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, Heat Foundation with the name Heat Foundation. Level 1 question you need to solve. Question number 1 to 10.
Ma'am, should we need to do first question to 10th question?
Yes. Yes, yes. One. Then.
Ma'am, Anubhav done.
Okay.
Ma'am, Varshit completed.
Which we completed.
Ma'am, you should complete it.
You all are done with the 10 questions?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then we should start discussing the answers of those. Okay, coming to question number 1, we'll start with Anubhav. Yes, Anubhav?
Yes, ma'am. In question number 1, it is written a thermometer works on the principle of. Ma'am, I have written option D.
Okay. Any other answer anyone has? Kritvik, Varshit, Yashwant?
A.
A. Okay, no. A is not the correct answer. Then D is not the correct answer. B is not the correct answer. The correct answer is C. Uniform expansion of volume of liquid or gas with temperature. Now I will explain you the meaning of it. Uniform means the same way. Like if this is a container with the same speed, all the amounts, all the molecules are moving with the same pace, same amount they are moving. So, in the thermometer, what do we have? There's a movement of mercury, the movement of liquid there. So, with the same amount, with the same number of molecules, it moves. So, that is why the answer is uniform expansion of volume of liquid or gas with temperature. As the temperature will increase, the liquid or the mercury level will also go up along with it. Question number 2, Prithvik.
Name the temperature which ranges from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees. Ma'am, I wrote C, laboratory demand.
Correct. It is C. Correct answer. Good. Question number 3, Varshit.
Which one of the following scale has lower fixed point at 0 degrees Celsius? Ma'am, I wrote option C.
Correct. So Celsius scale is the correct answer for it. Question number 4.
The normal body temperature in the clinical
Thermometer.
thermometer on the Celsius scale represents which one of the following temperature? D, ma'am.
So yeah, 37 degrees Celsius is the correct answer. Question number 5 and above.
Yes, ma'am. Question number 5. Why a digital thermometer is widely used for the measurement of the temperature? I have written an analog display.
Which no. Along analog display is secondary. We are using the digital thermometer because of the accuracy. It gives us the accurate temperature. That is why we use the digital thermometer.
No, I think that it does not contain mercury, so.
Mercury definitely does not contain. Low accuracy is wrong. It gives us a perfect temperature. That is the reason we are using it. Talking about the clinical, it does not give us the perfect temperature. Question number 6, Kritvik.
When we heat one end of an iron rod, its other end also gets heated. Can you say which one of the following is heat? Ma'am, it's option D.
Correct. So it is conduction of heat because of the solid particles, right? We know the conduction takes place in the solid molecules. So that is why the option is D. Question number 7, Varshit.
When you heat the water in a pot, it boils. What do you infer from the observation? Ma'am, I think it's option D.
D.
Yes, ma'am.
No, it is A because it is a heat. Heat is a form of energy. So what we are doing, we are heating a water, and when it gets boiled, it gets heated up. So we observe that, we know that, or we interference by that heat is a form of energy, and that is why the water gets heated up. Question number 8, Yashwant.
In which of the given options chemical energy is converted into heat energy? Ma'am, candle, C.
Yeah. So it's candle. So in the candle, what happened? The chemicals will be present. They will be converted into the heat energy in the form of the flame. Question number 9, Anubhav.
Yes, ma'am. Iron, hydrogen peroxide, and carbon dioxide. When same amount of heat is supplied to these three substances, which expands most? I have written carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Okay, correct. Question number 10, Kritvik.
A liquid changes into a gas at a constant temperature known as its evaporation point, C.
A liquid change into a gas, the constant temperature. No, it is actually the boiling point. So when they have given here, if they have not mentioned here constant temperature, then the answer could be evaporation. But they have mentioned here constant temperature, so the answer is boiling point. So boiling point is a point when a liquid changes into the gas at a constant temperature. For example, might be the temperature is maybe 40 degree. So at this 40 degree itself, the liquid will be keep on changing into the gas. Neither they will increase the temperature nor they will decrease the temperature. So a point at which the liquid is converted into gas, that point is called as the boiling point. Now do the question number 11 to 20. Why Varshit, Yashwant and Anubhav, your cameras are off? And this week, Sunday's test, we have the chapter Physical and Chemical Changes Subjective Test. So try to complete the test on Saturday and send me the answer sheet in the form of PDF on my WhatsApp number also. Okay, at the same time, upload on the Wise app. So upload on the Wise app and send the answer sheet to me also for the correction part.
Ma'am, will we have tuition in Sankranti holidays?
I think 14th is Sunday, I guess.
Yes, ma'am, it's Sunday.
Yeah, so it's like a holiday only.
Okay.
Ma'am, you should have questions from 11 to?
11 to 20.
Okay.
Ma'am, Varshit completed.
Okay.
Ma'am, Anubhav completed.
Okay.
Ma'am, Yashwant done.
Okay. Yes, we should start with the question number 11 now.
Petrol storage tanks are not painted black because, ma'am, I wrote option B. Sorry, A, ma'am.
If it is a good conductor, then it means it can conduct the heat, it can generate the electricity. So A is not the answer. The correct answer is D. Because the black is good absorber of radiation, and that is the reason it is not painted black. Okay. Okay, Yashwant, question number 12.
In solid substance, heat is transferred to ma'am, option E, ma'am.
It can be D also. It is basically the radiation in the radiation form. The heat can be transferred to the solid substances. So it can be A and C both.
Okay.
Now coming to the question number 13. Yes, Anubhav?
Yes, ma'am. The handles of cooking vessels are covered with plastic or wood because option D.
Okay, yes, they are good. They are bad conductor of heat. That is why they are covered with the plastic. Question number 14, Kritvik.
In conduction, heat flows from, ma'am, I wrote option C.
Yeah. So in the conduction, heat flows from the hotter to the colder region. Question number 15. Yes, Arshit.
When you pour hot tea suddenly into a glass tumbler, it cracks because, ma'am, I wrote option B.
Yeah. Because the glass will expand unevenly around the place of contact with the tea. And that is why it gets cracked. Question number 16, Yashwan.
Warm air is lighter than cold air, ma'am.
Correct. So warm air is lighter than cold air. Question number 17, Anubhav.
Yes, ma'am. The lower fixed point on the Celsius scale is, ma'am, I think melting point of ice.
Correct. So the lower fixed point on the Celsius scale is called as the melting point of ice. 18th, Ritvik.
The measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body is called its temperature.
Correct. It is called as temperature. Yes, Varshit, 19th.
Which of the following is not a scale of temperature? Ma'am, option D.
Yeah, Richter scale is actually for the earthquake, so it is not the appropriate answer. Question number 20, Yashwant.
The difference between lower fixed point and upper fixed point is divided into 100 parts on a Celsius scale, ma'am.
Correct. So in between those lower fixed point and the upper fixed point, the 100 divisions will be there, 100 parts will be there. Okay, now question number 21 to 30. Do it, children.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, in 17th question, they give
Hmm.
the lower fixed point on the Celsius scale is how it can be melting point.
Question number
17, ma'am.
17. Yes, the lower fixed point on a Celsius scale is that is 0 degree Celsius. So when we talk about the 0 degree Celsius, that is a melting point of ice actually. Okay, they have given there in the option, actually, they have not given the boiling point. If it is boiling point, that will be 100. So definitely it is not the boiling point. Then they have given melting point of mercury. Mercury does not have any melting point. By the help of the heat, it keeps on changing. So that's why it's not the answer. Then D, mean of melting point and boiling point. It means between 0 to 100 degrees somewhere the answer should be. But in the question, what they have said, the lower fixed point, if you have a scale like this is called as the lower point and this is called as the upper fixed point. So this lower fixed point is 0 degree Celsius and this upper one is the 100 degree Celsius. This lower 0 degree is melting point and this 101 is called as the boiling point. Okay, that is why the answer is A.
Okay.
Now, what is the meaning of circulating in question
Circulating. Yeah, tell me question number.
28, ma'am?
Circulating means to move. They will be keep on moving from down to up to down like this.
Okay, ma'am. मैं अनुभव done.
Okay.
Ma'am, worksheet done.
Okay.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, Wednesday on what?